You can't go very far in Breath of the Wild without breaking a weapon, and it's a mechanic that a lot of people really don't like. But I disagree. Breath of the Wild is widely regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time, with its sprawling open world, intricate systems, and compelling story. One of the key features of the game, one that has been a source of controversy since the game's release, is the weapon durability system. Howdy folks, my name is Speaker4 and welcome to In Defense of Weapon Durability. Some people may argue that your weapons breaking time and time again is frustrating and unnecessary, while others believe that it adds a unique challenge and depth to the game. In my opinion, the weapon durability system is an essential part of what makes the game so engaging. First and foremost, the weapon durability system encourages exploration and experimentation. In many other games in the Zelda series, players tend to stick with a single weapon or strategy throughout the game, using the same sword for the entire duration until the game gives you a better one, at which point the old weapon is often not used again. This can lead to a lack of variety and a feeling of monotony. In Breath of the Wild, however, players are constantly finding new weapons in new locations and trying them out, each weapon with their own strengths and weaknesses, and some even with special abilities. This creates a sense of discovery and excitement that keeps players engaged and motivated. Moreover, the weapon durability system fits with the overall theme of the game, which is survival in a harsh and unforgiving world. In the world of Breath of the Wild, a world racked by destruction and calamity, pockets of civilization remain huddled in their enclaves, but most of the land remains wild and dangerous. Resources are scarce and danger is ever present, from guardians to monsters to even the weather. Players must scavenge for food and weapons and other supplies and must constantly be on the lookout for threats. The weapon durability system reinforces this theme, as players must be mindful of their limited resources and use them wisely. Should they abandon a weapon with low durability even if it hits hard, or should they save it for one final blow? This adds to the sense of immersion and realism in the game, making it feel like a genuine survival experience. One of the things that I like best about Breath of the Wild is the freedom to do whatever you want, and in particular, I actually like the cooking system, which brings us to the sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is an online meal delivery service that lets you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. In fact, HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, which is why you can count on it to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. I know I've got a bad habit of ordering delivery, and it's the time of year where we all want to save some money, but did you know that HelloFresh can help with that? In fact, HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% cheaper than takeout. With their fast and fresh recipes, HelloFresh's latest line of meals feature robust flavors and can be ready in less than 15 minutes. You can enjoy taste and quality done quick with recipes like falafel power bowls, seared steak and potatoes with béarnaise sauce, or Southwest pork and bean burritos. If this sounds like something you'd like, check out my link in the description below for a special limited time discount, plus free shipping if you try HelloFresh today. Where were we? Right, weapons. One of the unique things about Breath of the Wild's weapon durability system is that it forces players to be strategic with their approach to combat. Players can no longer simply charge headfirst into battle, swinging their weapon without a care in the world. Instead, they must carefully consider their options, deciding when to attack and when to retreat. They must also take into account the durability of their weapons, weighing whether to use a more powerful but less durable weapon, or a weaker but more durable one, or one that splits the difference but is harder to find. Broken weapons even have some benefits. A weapon that is down to its last leg can be thrown to deal extra damage to enemies, or used as a tool with stasis or magnesis. This adds a layer of complexity and depth to combat that is not present in many other games. Additionally, the weapon durability system creates a sense of urgency and tension. Unless they're playing close attention and are knowledgeable on weapon stats, players never know when their weapon is going to break, outside of the warning that the game gives you. And must be constantly aware of their remaining durability. This means that every swing, every hit, and every miss matters. The stakes are high, and players must always be on their toes, ready to adapt to changing circumstances. This keeps the game exciting and dynamic, and prevents it from becoming predictable or boring. Chances are you've heard people criticizing the weapon durability system, arguing that it's frustrating and weapons breaking unexpectedly makes the game less fun. However, I would argue that this frustration is a key part of what makes Breath of the Wild such a compelling game. The game is designed to be challenging and to push players out of their comfort zones. Without the weapon durability system, combat would be too easy and players would quickly become bored, simply getting one weapon that suits their needs and not exploring the massive open world to find alternative. By forcing players to constantly adapt and improvise, the game keeps them engaged and invested in the experience. Another criticism of the weapon durability system is that it discourages players from using their best weapons, instead forcing them to save them for difficult fights. However, this, in my opinion, is a good thing. By encouraging players to save their best weapons, the game creates a sense of anticipation and excitement. The players know that when they face a tough enemy, they will have a powerful weapon to use. This makes battles more satisfying and more rewarding, and gives players a sense of accomplishment when they emerge victorious. It's one thing to beat up a bokoblin with a rusty sword, and another entirely to break out the guardian axe against a stalker. Furthermore, the weapon durability system encourages players to be creative and to think outside of the box. If a player's weapon breaks in the middle of a fight and they don't have a suitable replacement, they have to find other ways to defeat their enemy. This could mean using environmental hazards like rolling boulders or exploding barrels, or by using less conventional weapons like bombs, bows, or boxes. This focus on improvisation can lead to some truly memorable and unique moments in the game, as players come up with creative solutions to seemingly impossible challenges. The weapon durability system, in this sense, encourages players to be resourceful and inventive, which is a skill that can be carried over into other areas of the game and even into real life. Finally, the weapon durability system is just one of the many systems in the game that work together to create a truly immersive and engaging experience. Breath of the Wild is full of intricate mechanics, from the cooking system, to the weather system, to the climbing system. All of these systems work together to create a cohesive and believable world that players can get lost in. I know I've spent hours and hours in the game just exploring, fighting enemies, doing puzzles, and getting better weapons. The weapon durability system, in this sense, is just one piece of the puzzle, but it's an essential piece that contributes to the overall experience. With Tears of the Kingdom coming, we might see a return of the weapon durability system. If not identically, then at least similarly. After all, they are adding crafting in some capacity, as you can see by these screenshots here, where you can craft a car and you can craft an interesting weapon based off of Zonai ruins. Who knows if we can even make our weapons more durable. Either way, I'll be content with the way they do it. Basically, the weapon durability system in Breath of the Wild is a key part of what makes the game so great. It encourages exploration, experimentation, and strategic thinking, while creating a sense of urgency and tension that keeps players engaged. It fits with the overall theme of the game, reinforces the sense of survival, and encourages players to be creative and inventive. And while it might be frustrating at times, this frustration is a necessary part of the challenge that makes the game so rewarding. Without the weapon durability system, Breath of the Wild would be a lesser game, and it is a testament to the game's design that it is able to make something seemingly as frustrating as a weapon breaking after a few uses into such an integral part of the experience. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed this video essay. Let me know what you think in the comments. Still hate it, or do you see it in a different light? If you've enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you've really enjoyed it. I've been Speaker4, and I will catch you on the flip side. Oh, by the way, if you like Breath of the Wild, check out my playthrough over here, alright? Okay? Bye! Oh yeah, and check out HelloFresh in the description.